40.
Buenas noches, Nueva Orleans. Este es KGLA Radio Tropical Caliente. Son las 8 de la noche con 11 minutos, gozando de un viernes. My name is Ernesto Schweikert. I'm a native of Guatemala, and I've been in New Orleans about 45 years now. My grandmother's father was from New Orleans, and then my grandmother, she married my grandfather from Germany. There's a lot of Germans immigrating from Germany to Guatemala back in the 1930s. So they had 8 children, and most of them, including my father, came to New Orleans and went to school here. I'll tell you, the radio has been broadcasting in New Orleans for the last, I would guess now, about 50 years. When I came to New Orleans in the 1970s, it was already broadcasting in Spanish, KGLA. I'm not a radio broadcaster or TV broadcaster. I'm just merely an entrepreneur, a business person. So I took over the station. We started working on a field business that we didn't know. But like any other business, you will go at it. We start learning about it. We are affiliated to a couple of national feeds. We do CNN in Espanol. We also opened our TV station after Katrina. We got an affiliation with Telemundo, which is a national network. We are the affiliate station for New Orleans. We opened another station in Baton Rouge, which is doing great and is doing the same thing that we are doing here, helping the community with the Hispanic Apostolate and other organizations. We also bring a lot of musical groups from Latin America for the Jazz Festival. Professional people come and talk to us every week. We have lawyers, we have doctors. We even have a classified section where we tell the people what jobs are available. If they're looking for housing, we tell them what houses are for rent. The people, if you ask around, they know about the radio station. They'll have a good sense about the job that we are doing here. That in a way is helping them not only to be entertained but also to be informed.
Recuerda el número en cabina, 504-702-5940. El día de hoy los estaré acompañando como todos los días hasta las 7 de la noche. También te puedes comunicar conmigo a través del Facebook.
Potentially catastrophic and life-threatening hurricane expected late tonight and early Monday. Hurricane Katrina is a Category 5 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Katrina is expected to make landfall as a Category 4 or 5 hurricane, packing sustained winds of 160 miles per hour.
I know the value of the communication, especially of the radio. When I saw Babbel, who is a meteorologist for Fox, saying even in Spanish, "Hey, adios, you have to leave, goodbye, get out of town," that's when I say, well, I have to stay. I have to stay because I need to ask the Spanish-speaking people to leave because Katrina is coming to New Orleans and it's going to be bad, and if this meteorologist is telling us to leave, we have to leave. I let all my staff go and just 2 of us stayed. Thank God, our building had not much damage and our engineer helped us to put another generator, so we were able to broadcast with no air conditioning, no nothing. There was 6 ladies, and they called me on the radio and they told me over the air, we are senior citizens. We are 6 of us. You are telling us to leave and we don't have any transportation. How do we go about it? And I thought to myself, man, that's a great question. Let me see. I'm going to call City Hall and find out who is providing transportation for senior citizens. And so we hang up the phone call and another caller comes in and he says, Ernesto, tell those ladies that I'm in the neighborhood. Sure enough, he went to pick them up. So this is how the radio worked, It worked with great notices like that. It also worked with very sad notices. To see this city destroyed, It's sad. It's really sad. I get emotional because I get all the images back.
But I mean, at the time that you were working the station, I mean, you knew what you were doing was very important.
Yes. I took it as a service to the community, but I didn't know how important my job was when I was doing that. And that's when the FCC found out that we were the only station in the city, and they helped us a lot. They brought us food, they brought us fuel because we were running out of gasoline for our generator, and we stayed there like almost 2 months without electricity because we are a very small radio station with 1,000 watts AM, but the FCC will let us broadcast 24 hours a day because we were doing a great service, to the community. The Hispanic community in New Orleans must be in about 200,000. And 200,000 is a small city, so it's a small city within a big city. And the 200,000, they also need, different types of radio stations, not only talking, not only sports, not only music. Keeping the Latin language in our culture, it's very important for us and for our family. It will keep us, in a way, close to our countries. I don't know if you have heard the seafood soup is called gumbo. It's very famous because it has a good flavor. We got seafood, vegetables, rice, so a lot of condiments. They make the soup very tasty. So the community in New Orleans is the same way. The people here are laid back, they are friendly, and I think that each community will complement each other. I think we keep our culture as much as we can, but we like to share our culture with other cultures too.
Así podemos estar en comunicación cibernética. También me puedes mandar un mensaje a través de la página de la radio. Nos encuentras como La Fabulosa 830. Recuerda el número de cabina 504-702-5940. Continuamos con más buena música acá.